The United States and Canada share the world's longest international border, stretching over 5,500 miles from the Atlantic Ocean in the east to the Pacific in the west, and even up to the Arctic. This vast boundary winds through forests, mountains, lakes, and prairies, touching both bustling cities and remote wilderness. But this line is more than just a division on a map. It's a living symbol of peace, trust, and partnership that has endured for generations. Unlike many borders around the world, it isn't defined by imposing walls or armed soldiers. Instead, it's marked by open crossings, friendly checkpoints, and communities that have grown together, not apart. Families and friends move freely across this invisible line, often living, working, and celebrating on both sides. For many, the border is simply a part of daily life, not an obstacle. In unique towns like Darby Line, Vermont, and Stansted, Quebec, the border even runs through buildings. At the Haskell Free Library and Opera House, you can check out a book in the US and return it in Canada, all in one visit. Here, crossing the border is as simple as walking down the street. Residents shop, work, and visit friends on both sides, blending cultures and traditions seamlessly. A wave between a US Border Patrol agent and a Canadian Mountie is a common, friendly sight, showing that cooperation and respect are the norm. This openness has fostered deep trust and a unique relationship. Communities regularly come together for festivals, parades, and even joint emergency drills, strengthening bonds across the boundary. The border stands as a model for the world, proof that neighbors can thrive by building bridges, not walls, and by choosing understanding over division. Even when disagreements arise, the spirit of partnership and mutual respect endures, guiding both nations through challenges and change. It's a border that connects, not separates, creating a seamless landscape of economic opportunity, cultural exchange, and shared prosperity. This living legacy of friendship and cooperation is a powerful force, making the US-Canada relationship one of the most successful and enduring partnerships in modern history. It's a quiet, enduring testament to what's possible when nations choose cooperation over conflict, a reminder that friendship can shape the world for the better. The US-Canada border powers a massive economic partnership, one of the largest and most dynamic in the world, stretching for thousands of miles and linking two nations with deep historical ties. Every single day, billions in goods and services cross this line, fueling businesses on both sides and keeping shelves stocked, factories running, and communities thriving. This trade supports millions of jobs, with supply chains so integrated that a single car's parts may cross the border multiple times before reaching the customer. From auto parts to fresh produce, the border is a critical link in countless industries. The border isn't a barrier, it's a vital artery for business and prosperity, connecting cities, towns, and rural communities in a shared pursuit of growth. Beyond economics, the border is a channel for culture, a place where traditions, languages, and celebrations flow freely between neighbors. Artists, music, and tourists move both ways, blending identities and enriching both societies. Festivals, art shows, and sporting events bring people together, creating memories that cross borders. For many, crossing the border is routine, part of daily life, as natural as commuting to work or school in their own city. Whether it's for work, school, shopping, or visiting loved ones, the border is a gateway to opportunity and connection. These personal ties are the glue that holds the relationship together, weaving a fabric of friendship and family that spans generations. In places like Point Roberts, Washington, the border is a necessity, shaping daily routines and defining the rhythm of local life. Residents must cross into Canada for groceries, medical care, and even school, making the border an essential part of their everyday existence. Countless communities depend on this openness, relying on the border for commerce, culture, and connection. The border's stability is a foundation for trust and connection, built on decades of cooperation and mutual respect. It's not just about governments, it's about people whose lives are intertwined, whose stories are shared across this invisible line. The seamless connection is vital for both nations, ensuring that life, business, and relationships continue without interruption. The border transforms a political line into a personal bond, turning geography into a bridge rather than a wall. It's a lifeline that millions rely on every day, a testament to the enduring power of connection between neighbors. The Alaska Highway is more than just a road, it's a vital artery that pulses with the spirit of collaboration and unity. It stands as a living symbol of US-Canada cooperation, a testament to what can be achieved when two nations work together. Built in 1942 during the height of World War II, it was a strategic response to fears of a Japanese invasion of Alaska, a crucial defensive measure. Canada graciously allowed the U.S. Army to construct a highway through its territory, creating a vital link connecting Alaska to the rest of North America. Over 26,000 dedicated workers braved brutal conditions, from freezing temperatures to muddy terrains, to complete the road in less than 9 months, a remarkable feat of engineering and endurance. Initially a strategic military route, the highway soon became a catalyst for economic growth, opening the North to new opportunities and fostering connections. Today, it serves as Alaska's primary land link to the lower 48 states and the wider world, a lifeline for commerce and travel. Every day, trucks, goods, and travelers rely on this crucial route, underscoring its importance in daily life and commerce. The highway is a testament to trust and partnership. Alaska's connection to the world runs through Canadian soil, a symbol of shared destiny. Its smooth operation has always been a given, a symbol of enduring alliance and mutual respect between two neighboring nations. The Alaska Highway is a daily reminder that the two nations are linked by more than just a border. They are bound by shared history and common goals. It's a shared path forward, built on goodwill and mutual understanding, a road that continues to pave the way for future generations. The road's legacy is one of unity, resilience, and the enduring spirit of cooperation that defines the relationship between the United States and Canada. On September 1, 2025, the Alaska Highway's routine was shattered. Without warning, British Columbia activated a hefty new toll on its stretch of the highway. Electronic gantries disguised as traffic monitors began charging every vehicle, hundreds of dollars for trucks. Chaos erupted, truckers stalled, families stranded, and confusion reigned at border crossings. The sudden toll blindsided everyone. Budgets were upended, tempers flared. For decades, the highway was managed with shared stewardship. This time, there was only silence. BC cited urgent infrastructure needs, but the move felt like a betrayal. The toll was more than a fee, it was a blow to trust and a threat to Alaskans' way of life. The open road, once a symbol of freedom, now had a price tag. Shock turned to isolation, the friendly border felt cold, the crisis had begun, and the spirit of partnership was suddenly in jeopardy. The Alaska Highway, once a bridge, had become a barrier overnight. The toll crisis was underway. Alaska's response was immediate and fierce. Protests erupted across the state, Anchorage, Fairbanks, and along the highway. Signs read, "Axe the toll tax" and "Honk for the Alcan." The toll's impact was swift. Shipping costs soared, prices rose, and families struggled. Small businesses faced tough choices. Personal stories of hardship spread. A retired senior in his RV worried he couldn't afford to visit his grandchildren. The protests grew. Business leaders, truckers, and communities united under #Free the Alcan. A convoy of trucks slowed traffic to draw attention. Alaskans weren't just fighting a fee, they were defending their essential connection and the principle of partnership. The toll had become a rallying cry for unity and action. For British Columbia, the toll was a desperate response to a budget crisis. Years of wildfires, floods, and soaring maintenance costs made the Alaska Highway expensive to sustain. BC argued that out-of-province traffic should help pay for upkeep. The toll revenue was promised for highway repairs and environmental projects. But BC misjudged the fallout. There was no consultation with Alaska or the U.S. government. Washington and Juneau saw it as disrespect. The U.S. State Department protested. Alaska's leaders threatened retaliatory tolls on Canadian vessels. What began as a domestic fix became an international crisis. The Yukon government and Ottawa were blindsided, forced to mediate. The toll crisis spiraled, damaging a relationship built over generations. The cost of a quick solution was a deep diplomatic rift. With protests mounting and trade disrupted, both sides knew they needed a solution. Emergency meetings brought together Alaska, British Columbia, and federal officials from both countries. Talks were tense. Alaskans described the toll's impact, BC defended its needs. The breakthrough came when both sides shifted from blame to problem-solving. A joint task force of engineers, economists, and diplomats was formed. Proposals included a binational infrastructure bank and U.S. federal funding for the highway. As a gesture, BC suspended the toll for 90 days. After weeks of negotiation, a framework was reached. The toll would be removed. In its place, a new Alaska Highway Corridor Agreement was created. The U.S. would provide annual payments to a joint maintenance fund managed by a binational commission. BC would contribute and handle the work. Diplomacy prevailed, addressing BC's needs while restoring toll-free access. The spirit of cooperation that built the highway was renewed. The 2025 toll crisis was a wake-up call for both nations. Even the strongest friendships need care and communication. The biggest lesson: no surprises on a border built on trust. Dialogue and transparency are essential. The crisis tested the partnership, but didn't break it. Both sides chose diplomacy, reaffirming shared values. The Alaska Highway is once again a symbol of unity. The new commission is planning for the future. Scars of the crisis a reminder to stay vigilant. The road stands as a testament to reconciliation and resilience. The bridges we build are always more valuable than the barriers we erect.